This episode is one of 6 podcast episodes dedicated in loving memory of my late father, Simeon Panda, a father, a teacher, an inspiration, and a legend. Rest in eternal peace, big man. Love and miss you always. P.O.T.N forever.
Yeah, you know, it's your boy. Yeah. Alright, listen. I started out on the pavement. Bet you thought I wouldn't make it. Wondering why you ain't did it? Cause you only working that day shift. Yeah, success is contagious. We're winners on regular basis. A lot of y'all getting mad, huh? Like how we do it from the basement. I ain't been getting no sleep. Lately I'm playing for keeps. Lately I'm out on these streets. Been talking to God.
And welcome back to another episode of the P.O.T.N Podcast, a podcast dedicated to all people and motivating all of you listeners to go that one step further in your lives. I'm your host, Takura, and today I'm joined by a very good friend of mine. His name is John. He's working between a 9-to-5 job and also starting his fitness business, which I am also a big fan of, and I'm excited to have him on the show. So without further ado, John, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much, Takura. Thank you for bringing me into your podcast. Yeah, I feel very privileged.
Yeah, it's good to have you, man. And it's been a long time since me and you spoke because I think the last time we did speak, it was in that group project we did at Hertfordshire with the aerospace group design, and we were both project managers at the time, and it was a whole lot of stress that time. But yeah.
Yes, literally. That was what, three years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago when we had our final year group project. It was a very interesting time actually. And I think that was the period where we actually became like proper good friends as well, because you was the project manager of your team and then I was the project manager of my team, and we were kind of, brushing the heads to get ideas on how to go about it with our team. So yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, it was, man, and I'm proud that I got the chance to meet you as well, because I think in between that time, a lot of people were really focused on really finishing off, and it was it's fast and furious. But the fact that we got time to sit down, talk, work together on things, it was really really inspirational, man.
Yeah, exactly that. And I think our groups did end up doing very well as well. So well done to the hard work we put in.
Exactly, man. We celebrate all these W's, bro. We celebrate the W's when they come.
Exactly that, bro. Exactly.
Right. So, we'll jump straight into it, bro. Can you tell our listeners, a bit about yourself, where you're from, what you're currently doing, and what you get up to in your free time?
Okay. So as you all know already, my name is John Sanaya. I am Nigerian by origin. I was born in Greece. I moved to the UK when I was 13. I'm currently working as a project manager in a company called Global, project manager / project engineer. And yeah, in my free time, I just like to work out really. I did get married in November 2019. So I am a newlywed, and that's me, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot in there as well. Like, the fact of you're born in Greece, you moved to the UK. I like how you've encapsulated everything, and you make it sound so simple and effortless, bro. Like I love it. Like
Literally, it's like I've compacted all the good stuff without going into detail on the struggles in between. But yeah, we're here today.
But yeah, we'll get back into it. And I know you mentioned project manager / engineer. Like it's a combination of two roles, isn't it? So it's quite a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely is. So what I get involved in is the installation. So Global is an advertising and marketing company, so it's split into radio and outdoor advertising. So what I'm based in the outdoor advertising side of things, and what we do is we do the digital installation, so digital panel installations. So my pretty much to get the budget, speak to different contractors, get the scope together, and then look at all the engineering side of things in terms of the foundation, the structure, and just deliver it really.
Yeah. It really sounds like our aerospace group design project, where we had to essentially design something from scratch and put it all together and see if it actually flew and stuff. So you get the real design process, which is, it must be thrilling because you see something from start to finish all the way through to installation.
Exactly that, and that's part of the things that we do as well, because we have design contractors who do all the design in terms of making sure that the structure and the foundation is capable of taking the panel. So yeah, it's very similar to what we did in our final year group project.
Yeah, bro. And congratulations again, on getting married. That is a milestone in itself. So congratulations, and I'm glad I got to see it, firsthand. I wish I could have come to the wedding, but I think I was in Zimbabwe at the time. So I wish I could have been there, bro.
Nah, yeah, thank you very much, man. It was a great experience. I mean, for myself and the day it was beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and to obviously like add on like with the fitness side as well. I see you posting a lot of the that on social media, so it's good to see you active and about doing extras as well.
Yeah, and 100%. And it's one of those things where it's like I've always been into the fitness side of things growing up. I mean, I've got an older brother who's 5 years older, and just growing up, I always used to see him exercise and do press ups, push ups, sit ups, etc. at home. And I think that's what got me into the sort of fitness side of things. So yeah, it's like it's something that I enjoy doing. And I thought since I've been, thankfully blessed with a good body, why not make money from it on the side as well? So yeah.
Yeah, I like that, man. And I guess for the listeners listening in, because you post a lot of workout videos and meal preps and all that stuff. So where can people find you on social media?
So on social media, currently only on Instagram. So Instagram is J underscore DIPO. So that's J underscore Dippo. But I'm going through a rebrand currently. So my Instagram name might change to John Dippo. So I'm just keeping my first and middle name. So that'll be JOHNDIPO. So that's probably gonna happen very soon.
Yeah, so as the listeners have heard, you now know where to find John's amazing workout videos and testimonies of other clients he's had as well. So do make sure you check him out. So, we'll move on to the next question, bro. And what would you say your passions are, and what do you love most about them?
I would say my passion, let me think about this a little bit. So, yeah, so I think I'd say my passion is obviously family first, I'd say. It's something that I'm getting to understand a bit more now, as in the importance of having family around and being able to build that relationship with family. And that goes with my wife, my parents, and my siblings. And then I'd go on to say my next passion would be fitness. So I enjoy, going to the gym, working out. And of recent, I've actually changed the way that I work out. So whereas before I used to do a lot of weightlifting and used to focus more on my strength, it's one thing looking good from the outside and it's another thing feeling good on the inside. So now I've started incorporating a lot of high intensity interval training, a lot of endurance training into my sort of routine. So yeah, my passions I'd say are family, fitness, and actually firstly God as well. So yeah.
Amen, bro. And all praise to the Most High. Firstly, we are here because of Him, and we're both grateful. And I like how you touched on the family piece, because you really see the value of family. Especially what's happened during lockdown and stuff. We're all scattered, and just reaching out to the parents and to siblings and stuff. It really helps ease the tension and all the anxiety as well. So thank God for them.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just like you said, it's like being able to value the relationship that you have with your family. I think lockdown brought that into perspective as well, because you had so many people out there who is one thing not being able to see family, and then you had people who were not able to see family, and you had people who lost family because of COVID-19. So being able to acknowledge and appreciate your
Mm.
close ones is very important. And yeah, I think that the lockdown did bring that into perspective for me.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. No, I agree, man. It's been a strange and difficult time, and
100%.
a lot. I think all of us we've learned a lot about ourselves, and we've picked up new things, and we've experienced things that we weren't ready to, but we've come out of it and said, we've gone through this now, so we can proudly say we are stronger at the end of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
So, on that, bro, we're moving on. Who would you say has inspired you and made a positive impact on you?
Okay, so I'd say there are three major people that I'd say have inspired me. So firstly, in terms of family orientation, I'd say my dad, and that's because he's taught me to know the importance of family and being there for family. The way he's obviously treated my mom and treated us as his kids, it's something that obviously I've seen in him, and I want to incorporate into my family and obviously do better and bigger than what my dad has done. Secondly, in terms of the fitness side of things, Simeon Panda has got to be that guy. Like, I think he's like one of the pioneers of, Instagram and posting fitness and just taking it to a different level, really, to the point where he's moved to LA. He's had so many collaborations with so many different fitness businesses. So yeah, he's definitely inspired me on taking this fitness business to that next level. And then I'd say, as I am currently a Muslim, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is also another one of my inspirations in terms of being able to stay connected with God and just try to be pious and live a spiritual life. So yeah.
Those are three amazing examples, bro. Obviously, shout out to your dad firstly, teaching. I think, we sometimes we really see the value of what our parents bring to our lives. So, we're grateful for, all the people we have who are like senior figures, teaching us all the basics, how to look after the family and stuff, because at some point we are going to pass those skills on to the next generation as well. So, those are valuable things. So, I wanted to expand more about like the fitness, because I wanted to hear more about that side. I know about Simeon Panda, man. He's exceptional. Like, you look at him and you just think, Jesus, bro, like how did you get to this level, man? And he's really stepped it up, and I can see, he's inspired you. So, I want to hear more about your side, like, what inspired you to get into the fitness side, and what keeps you going in there, bro.
I mean, so it's funny enough, like when I actually started going to the gym, I remember I used to be a skinny guy, like in secondary school. Even people that I had in secondary school seeing me now, it's like, nah, no way, like how did you get so big, etc. But I remember starting college, and obviously our timetable in college was we had a lot of free time. So sometimes I would come in at 10 and be done. I would just have one class and be done by 12, and then it's like I have the rest of the day to myself. And then we had a free gym in college, so I would spend the rest of the afternoon in the gym to wait for the rest of my friends so we can go home together. So that's where it all started. I started going to the gym 3 days a week. So that was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I was just consistent for about 7 months, I would say. And then summertime came. We usually have like this water fight in Greenwich Park at the end of the year. So we went out to Greenwich Park. Obviously, everyone was taking off the tops, etc. And I think there was a photo that I put up on Facebook at the time. That was 2000 and I think 11 or 10, around those times. And then yeah, I just got a lot of feedback in the comments like, wow, you look so good, and then since then I've just been working out. And I think obviously I've been blessed with good genes as well, which have helped over the years in terms of building my physique. And yeah, that's how I got into the fitness side of things. A lot of people are asking me, what do you eat? How can I, be like you? How did you get your body like this? And I thought, you know what, since so many people are getting in contact with me, asking me about my physique, I might as well just, start putting it out there, and then, start training people where I can. And yeah, that's how I kind of started my whole fitness venture.
That's amazing, bro. I see the post you put up, and that's really an inspirational story. And the key things I take out of there were, you remained consistent, you believed in it, you kept going. So, that's really, really inspirational. And at the same time, I also want to come to you for help because I think I've been on and off in the gym, and a lot of the time, why I end up stopping is I end up picking up a little niggly injury, and I can never like understand like what's happened. Is it because I've gone too hard too early? Because you know how the whole hot cold streak is. If you take too long and then if you go all out on the first session, you're bound to get some sort of injury sooner rather than later.
Exactly that, and that's that annoying thing. I mean, obviously, you're welcome to contact me whenever you're ready for some fitness advice. But yeah, nah, injuries are definitely the worst. And one thing I've kind of learned the hard way as well, because a lot of times when you're not consistent and then you end up going back to the gym, there's this thing that we call ego lifting, where it's like, you probably used to, I don't know, bench 100 kg when you were consistent, and then you've been out of the gym for maybe 3 months, and then you come back. It's like, don't go straight into the heavy lifting. It's always good to, warm up your body and then you work your way up. Like, there's never a need to rush. And the worst thing you want to do is get injured, because then you're out of the gym for even longer. So, yeah, injuries are not nice, man.
Yeah, I can agree, bro. And I should definitely take that on advice on board when I start getting back into things. I mean, I am cycling right now, but it's because I don't wanna jog or anything, because I think that's where I pick up the injuries, from high impact training.
Oh, the knees, yeah. Have you got good running trainers? I usually recommend Nike Air. Yeah, those are usually very good in absorbing the high impact, especially when you're outside running in the concrete and the pavement.
Yeah, now I'll definitely look into those shoes, bro, because I don't even know what they're called. I think Adidas. I'll probably need to think of the name because I can't think of it right now, but they are Adidas, like sports trainers.
Right. Yeah. Now it's important to obviously have the right gear when, exercising or in the gym. Because one thing that I do now is I use knee straps. Before, when I used to squat, I used to find that my knee just started feeling weird pain. So I've just incorporated knee straps whenever I'm in the gym doing legs day. And, it's actually transitioned the way that I squat. And it's actually been very, very helpful in terms of, not injuring or feeling pain in my knees.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it, man. That's a smart way, and I should definitely take that on board, bro. Definitely. At the same time, when you mentioned Prophet Muhammad, the connection we have with God, it's always good to have that connection because you stay in touch, with doing things the right way, and it helps you maintain that discipline, and you've got a good focus, and it keeps you in a good thinking space, like healthy mind, healthy body kind of way. So it's a good thing. You've incorporated those three guys into your inspiration, because they're three different pillars, but they're adding real value to your life. So those are really great examples, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
So, we'll move on. And, I want to know from you, like, what experience have you gone through that has shown you that positivity still exists in the world and in people?
I think I've had quite a few experiences, because obviously in the beginning when I was introducing myself, I did mention I was born in Greece and I moved here at the age of 13. And when I did move here, I actually moved here by myself. So I've had to live with different family friends up until the age of 16, and then I moved in with my brother. So just from that experience alone, I do appreciate, the people that were there for me, who acted as a father and a mother figure, even though my parents were in here. And also, when I did start university, I did have to drop out due to family issues, because at the time as well, I just had some family issues and I just had to drop out. But then the following year, I had to do a foundation year year in Coventry. And again, I had people out there who were supporting me throughout the year because I wasn't eligible for student finance at the time and I wasn't working either. So I did have some really, really good friends who obviously were there for me and supported me and, took me into the house for the year. So yeah, it's like I've had a lot of good people around me who have supported me throughout the years to, get me to where I am today type of thing. So yeah.
Man, that's some inspirational stuff. And I think I remember you telling me sometime in the LRC, I think it was College Lane LRC, about that, like how you had to step away from uni for a bit and you came back. You came back after some time. So it's good. It's always good in those moments where we're not at our best. We have support pillars, people who are there to keep our heads above the water. And, that gets us through and we come back even stronger. So that's really, really positive, bro. I like those three examples. So, on that, man, with everything you've worked on so far, with the uni, with the fitness side, and, moving from Greece to the UK, can you tell our listeners how you've overcome some of the challenges you faced?
So with everything that I've done so far, I think literally the only thing that I'd say that is really and truly got me through is God. So I've always been someone who's been prayerful, and whenever I find myself in like proper low, difficult situations, and I just go down on my knees and just seek guidance and support from God, He's always come to the point of my need. So yeah, I think that's literally the major thing that is got me through to where I am today. And it's literally like since I've been in the UK, it's been a continuous sort of growth and achievement. And the way that I've been able to achieve all of this is through God's grace and praying and God seeing me through, and obviously Him putting the right people around me in terms of family, in terms of my wife as well. I mean, I've known her since 2011, so it's just God putting the right people around me and just getting me through to where I am today. So what I'd say is, for those of you who are religious, whatever faith that you believe in, just focus on that. And I think it's law of attraction as well, because once you believe that you are going to achieve, greatness and success, and you work towards it without giving up and you believe it, you just tend to attract whatever you believe and think about. So I think that's what's got me through all the difficult times up until now.
Yeah, there's I like how you brought in the law of attraction, and there's something special about visualizing where you want to go before you even get there, because the mind is quite powerful. You said something. I missed it there.
No, I just said 100%. I agree with you in terms of visualizing where you want to be and just working towards it, and you find yourself actually just getting there the way you actually visualized and pictured it, and then you just get there. Because I remember saying that. I remember when I was in Coventry and my friend Toby came up to visit me. At the time he was in Hertfordshire, and then he came to Coventry to visit me, and he came in his car. And these times we started off together, he's my childhood friend from Greece. We're the same age, and then he drove up to Coventry. I was like, wow, you're driving. Those times I used to do like a 30-minute walk back and forth to my lectures. My shoes were getting all ripped and everything, but I was like, nah, I need to get a car. I was just visualizing me getting my first car, and within I think it was 6 months I got my first car, and I was like, you know what, it felt great, it felt good. And it's just even just little things like that.
Exactly. It builds up and it gives you subconsciously, you're building up the confidence. And before you even know it, you're there and you've got it and you feel amazing. So, that's a good one to mention, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
So, on that, with everything you faced as well, with there being a journey towards success, on the road there, we experienced some failures along the way. So, I want to ask you, what you think is the most valuable thing about failure?
I think failure is I call it a wake-up call. Because, for example, I remember when I was in college, I did not get the grades that I needed to get into my first year university. And for that reason, I needed to do a foundation year. But the fact that I did not do great in college gave me the drive to want to be the best in uni and achieve a first class. And I think if I had just scraped the grades that I needed to get into uni to study aerospace systems engineering, then I don't think I would have had that same drive in achieving a first class. So I think the importance of failure I think it's just a wake up call. And, for every L that you take is rather than a loss, it's a lesson. And it just gives you a learning experience in approaching the same situation in a different way and a better way, and going again rather than giving up.
Exactly, exactly. And it's instant feedback in itself because you're learning what's working and what doesn't work as well. So, you're trying something, okay, it's not hasn't really worked out. Let me try another way. And if it does, you're like, okay, so I can try whenever I want to do something, always looking for new ways to do things because it just in case one route doesn't work, you've got multiple ways of completing the task, like you said. Yeah.
Exactly that. And that's what it is, because it's one thing you try and then you fail, and then it's another thing where you don't try at all and you would never know, So it's always better for you to try, fail, learn, and then you go again. So
Yeah, yeah. I think I could probably resonate to that because the first episode of this podcast, I used my voice recorder on my phone and I noticed that the sound wasn't great. So I looked at alternatives to that. And then obviously I found this website, shout out Zencaster and the creators of Zencaster. But, it's a good platform for recording podcast episodes remotely as well. So in the event that I wanted to record with you, I'm all the way up in Newcastle and you're in London. Imagine the logistics if we had to find a way of us meeting and sitting down in a studio. It would have been.
exactly. So, and that's what it is, is that it's exactly like you said. If you hadn't tried, using your phone in the first place, you wouldn't had got to the stage where you've now found, Zencast to actually, record your podcasts. So, and that's the progress, you learn and then you better.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And we continuously grow and we learn new things. And that's really exciting, which leads me into obviously the next question. And, what excites you about the future going forward?
Future, I think the growth, building good relationships with obviously people around me, friends, building good contacts, family. I think those are the important things for me moving forward in the future, building a solid family and being able to, give my kids a better life than what my parents gave to me and being able to, build that generational wealth. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to in the future. And I'm really excited about it because I think I'm taking the right steps to get where I want to be in the future. So, really excited to, just build great relationships and build great networks, really. And, even just what we're doing right here is it's just amazing. So, and yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man. All good here, man. And I like how, it's the skills we're picking up and the hard work we're putting in and the excitement about where that would take us and the reward. So, we're looking forward to those things alongside. So, with the podcasting, you probably, now that you have the experience, you can probably go into podcasting and you can venture into other things as well. So it really opens up more doors for you. So, we'll move on as well. And, I really want to understand what helps you stay focused and productive, when you're completing tasks.
I think what helps me stay focused is when I start something, I just want to finish. Yeah, I think it's just once I start something, I just want to finish. And what motivates me is, where I've come from. I've come from very, humble beginnings. And I think it's like being able to achieve better and greater is what keeps me motivated. Being able to, give back to my community is what motivates me. Being able to support my parents and, get them to the stage where they don't need to work anymore is what motivates me. Being able to just give my kids, whatever they want is what motivates me. So yeah, I think that's what it is for me. Just being able to give back and then once I start something, I just need to finish. So those are the things that keeps me motivated.
Yeah, man, and I like how you've alluded to two things. How you've got the perseverance there, and at the same time, once you've picked up something, you instantly want to give back, which links back to what you said earlier about increasing that generational wealth because you're consistently teaching the younger generation new things, and it helps. That's what builds up the consistency.
Exactly that, bro. Now, I think that's the important thing about even just the whole Black community and Black Lives Matter. It's key to be able to build the next generation to be stronger and understand the importance of giving to the next generation and making the next generation greater than the previous one. So yeah, bring it all links together.
Yeah, exactly. And it builds a greater synergy when we help each other do it. So, I like, when you're with your wolf pack or, you're with people who are also on the way to greatness, you're doing your thing, but you're consistently working because you're being pushed by what others are doing and you're being constantly encouraged. And that's really, really powerful.
Exactly.
So, with that, man, with a lot of the things you're doing right now, with the experiences you've shared earlier, can you tell our listeners, on a stressful day, how do you handle stress?
That's a good question. In terms of stress, I always like to take a step back and, not overthink things. I think our generation now, reason why we get stressed is because of social media. I think social media has made the whole world such a small place. And when you see other people doing things in their own way, I think that's where the pressure and the stress kicks in terms of, okay, I want to do this way or I want to do this that way. But when you sort of come out of your own head and you take a step back and you realize that it's a big world and there's 7 billion people out there in the world, you just focus on you and do what you need to do without applying that pressure or stress to yourself. Is you need to try to enjoy what you do and just do it with an open and a free heart. And I think if your intentions are right, then there is no reason to feel stressed.
Absolutely, bro. I agree on that because, there is that pressure. But when we're running, because obviously all of us are running our own race at a pace that's comfortable with ourselves as well. So, once we keep that up, it helps increase our productivity and increase our determination to get across the line.
Exactly that. It's like you're your own competition and you're only working towards, being your better self tomorrow. So, yeah, I think that's the only way
Mhm.
to sort of take away the stress. And obviously, one thing that works for me as well is just prayer. Like once you pray, you always just, well, I always just feel at ease and able to, get cracking again and, just get back to staying positive and staying productive.
Yeah, because you see the light at the end of the tunnel, even though you're walking through the tunnel and it's quite dark and you're not sure, but you know that eventually you'll get there in the end. So that's really powerful, bro.
Exactly.
So, on that, man, what would you say your strongest qualities are? And, which of those would you like to teach to somebody who is interested in learning from you?
I think my good qualities are that I'm a super positive person and I always like to see the positive side of things rather than the negatives. So I think being optimistic, obviously stay realistic, but being optimistic and positive is probably my best quality, to be honest. And I think it's worked out for me because I've only had that. Obviously, there's been times where I felt low, etc. But looking at the positive side of things is what keeps me going. And I would obviously just tell the audience to, just try and stay optimistic, stay positive, and yeah, there's that light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely, bro. And I like how you've actually encapsulated two of the values of P.O.T.N, positivity and optimism, looking at something, doing your best to stay happy and looking at the good side of events and always looking to succeed, even though you've overcome some bumps in the road, is what actually gets you there because you're building momentum.
Yeah, and it's all part of the journey because the journey is never going to be smooth sailing. But once you believe in yourself that you are going to reach the destination, regardless what comes in the way, you're just going to keep going. You're just going to keep going and you're just going to keep sailing. So, yeah, stay positive, my people.
Exactly, and those are some wise words from John. So, on that, man, so as we progress and as things push on, are there any new skills or things you're looking to learn in the future?
New skills. You know what? Of recent, with my fitness side of things, I've started editing my videos. So I think in terms of skills, I would want to get better in terms of the graphic side of
Mhm.
things, in terms of editing and just being more creative. I think in our generation now, being creative is a good skill to have in terms of marketing and being able to, put a good visual product out there. So in terms of skills for me that I would like to pick up in the future would be graphic design and just being able to be more creative and yeah, marketing really.
Exactly, bro. And I really like that because at some point I'm looking to go into YouTube as well and maybe a bit of gaming on the side. So, I'll definitely be rubbing shoulders with you on the video editing side because it'll be a new avenue and a new scope for me. So, it's always good to have somebody who's taken the time to learn. And then, I pick up things a lot quicker learning from somebody who's learned it as well. So it'll be a good process.
Yeah, man, 100%. And that's where the world is going to these days. It's like everything is, digital and it's all about marketing, how you put your product out there, how you brand yourself and that's what people like to see. So 100%.
Exactly, bro. It's exactly, and it's exciting because you're going to find your unique way of marketing yourself, and everyone else will as well, because, we've all got different styles. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see, what comes out of it at the end.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Keep a lookout, people.
Yeah. So actually, on that, bro, in closing, what inspiring words would you like to tell our listeners who are looking to improve themselves?
So what I'll tell the listeners is, like I said previously, stay positive, stay energized, keep a good company of people around you in terms of friends and family, people that want the best out of you, people that push you and people that you can learn from. And another thing that I'd say is just trying to throw procrastination out of the window. I mean, that's something that I'm still sort of working on myself at this point, is not procrastinating. So yeah, like once you have an idea and you want to, tackle a new venture, just go at it. Don't think about it too much. You're going to learn in the process. You're never going to get it right straight away. It's just that my friend Tak, he
Mm.
started off his podcast using his phone and, he realized that, that wasn't the best quality that he could get out of it. So, and now he's here, using Zencast. So definitely just start whatever you want to start. Don't think about it too much. You're going to learn in the process and just stay positive and enjoy it.
Absolutely, man. Some powerful words there from John. Thank you, John. And yeah, it's been an interesting journey so far with the whole cell phone recording. And yeah, I think even right now, technically I'm still recording from we don't officially have a studio yet, but at some time in the future, we'll have all the equipment necessary.
Yes, and that's what it is, it's baby steps and slowly but surely you're gonna get there, You've got to walk before you can run. So and I think you're doing a great job, my bro. Keep it up, keep building a community, keep giving the people out there that positive spirit and the positive energy that they need to, achieve their dreams and their goals.
Absolutely. And thanks again for that, man. You're hearing a lot of good gems being dropped by John today. He's one of my closest friends, and I'm glad that I got him on the podcast. And like you said, I'm really excited to see where your fitness venture goes as well. And when you design like the website and stuff, if you ever need, because I'm doing website design at the moment, so if you ever need any pointers on creating a website and stuff, I'm sure to lend a helping hand when you get there, bro.
That's definitely good to know. So yeah, you're gonna be hearing from me soon, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. Can't wait. Can't wait to get us all there, man. And let's win together, bro. Let's win together.
Exactly. There's room for everyone at the top. So
Exactly, man. Well, that's all for today on today's episode of the P.O.T.N Podcast. Thank you all for listening and reaching the end of the show. I'd like to thank my very good friend and guest, John, for joining me today. Thanks for joining, bro.
thank you, Tech. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, that was really good, man. Thank you very much.
Do check out John's fitness page on Instagram. It's J_Depot. And very soon it's going to be John_Depot. So do check out his Instagram profile. There are a lot of great workouts on there and some great fitness tips as well. So do check him out.
Cheers for that, man. Thank you, Tak.
You're welcome, bro. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Thank you all for listening. Till next time, be well and take care.
It's the cleanup crew. Whack rappers are being evicted.
Shall I record now?
Come we put them out the game, cause we just roasting loud, out loud in the lane, bro. Breaking through the doors, my intentions fuck the game up. I'm just dropping shells through my teeth, keep my flames up.
If you know OP, then you know that it gets busy. And trips on road that make that bread so easy. G1's got a pack and it ain't no cheesy. Clients love when the growing's getting them wavy.
Disperse, watch the scene cause it hurts. Hear the words of our curse. Smithereens like burns. Love my marches like Homer. Flow stuck like Dover. Bread butters like Clover. Under me when it's over.
We're gonna take the L's, heart more hard than nails. Smoke, we leave no trails. Run them off the rails. Cause we come to hefty men, we're rolling out the world. Sing the punches.
Music by The Chief featuring G1 and OP.